Missiles, warnings, and a sudden pause. Tonight, Israel and Iran signal an end to military operations as the diplomatic effort intensify and tensions remain high across the region. U.S. officials say Israel and Iran are nearing an agreement even as tensions remain high and both sides confront the final hurdles to ending the conflict. Also, parents and educators are pushing to shut down an elementary school after a series of raccoon infestations, citing concerns about health hazards and classroom conditions. And tonight on Evening Inside, the 18-year-old racer chasing his NASCAR dream and the family supporting him through the financial and personal challenges along the way.
From the Bay Area of California, this is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Abby Jones. We begin tonight with new signs that the fighting between Israel and Iran can be slowing down. Both countries say they have agreed to stop military operations after exchanging strikes over the weekend and again this morning. The latest developments come as world leaders work to keep the conflict from getting worse. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel has stopped its attacks on Iran and Hezbollah after Iran announced it would halt military operations. But he also warned that Israel would strike back if it comes under attack again. At the same time, leaders involved in the talks are urging all sides to stay calm and give peace a chance.
Israel is on edge following overnight strikes by Iran. Hospitals move patients underground while at airports, some Israeli residents tried to get out.
We need the vacation. It's very stressful here in this country.
Israel's air defenses intercepted many of the Iranian missiles, but some got through, including this one stuck in the ground in the West Bank. In Iran, domestic flights were canceled after Israel returned fire, hitting this petrochemical plant and other military targets. The tit-for-tat started as a result of continued fighting between Israel and Iran's proxy Hezbollah in southern Lebanon.
With the flare-up threatening to impact negotiations between the U.S. and Iran, President Trump called on both sides to stop shooting.
On social media, he also said final negotiations on peace are proceeding, quote, subject to ignorance or stupidity getting in its way. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Monday that Israel has stopped its attacks on both Iran and Hezbollah in Lebanon after Iran announced it would halt military operations. But he also warned that if attacked again, Israel will respond with force. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
CBS News has learned the U.S. military carried out a first-of-its-kind rescue after a helicopter crash near the coast of Oman. Officials say a drone was used to help recover two pilots who survived the incident. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. The crash comes amid ongoing tensions in the Middle East. Over the weekend, Israel and Iran exchanged attacks before both sides signaled they were stepping back from further military action. President Trump says he spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and believes an agreement could be close. Despite those signs, fighting has continued elsewhere in the region. Israel launched new strikes against Iran-backed Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, while lawmakers in Washington remain divided over the administration's handling of the conflict and whether a lasting peace deal can be reached.
CBS News has learned the military deployed a drone to rescue two pilots after their Apache helicopter went down near the coast of Oman. It's the first rescue of its kind.
The pilots are fine, yeah. Nobody injured.
The cause of the crash is still under investigation. The incident follows a weekend of attacks between Iran and Israel. Leaving Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York last night, President Trump downplayed the flare-up in fighting after a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
He was hit, he hit back, and now they've called it quits, so they're going to just leave each other alone for another week or something.
But Israel has continued military operations against Iran-backed Hezbollah with new strikes in southern Lebanon. President Trump says despite the escalation, negotiations have not stopped.
I don't think there are any sticking points. I think we're very close to having a very, very good, strong, powerful deal.
Senate Democrats say they don't see an end in sight, and with the conflict now past 100 days, they plan to try and force another vote to end the war.
For 100 days, Trump has claimed that peace is just days away, only for negotiations to crumble over and over and over again.
Even some Republicans have expressed the need for the administration to seek congressional authorization at this stage of the military operation.
Still ahead here on the CBS Evening News.
Demonstrators say there's been weeks of escalating concerns. They are now urging DCPS and the Department of General Services to fully close this building all summer long to do proper cleaning as well as sanitizing before the next school year. The Washington Teachers Union is holding this rally with families and teachers to bring more awareness.
I got 2 words for you. Loyalty program. Snag this hotel for $250 a night.
You didn't check Trivago? I got it for $155. Yo, Benny, this guy didn't check Trivago.
Oh, you have to check Trivago.
Look, on Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple different sites.
And loyalty programs and prices from hotel websites.
Same hotel, $100 less.
2 words. Check Trivago.
Benny!
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
Growing concerns tonight at an elementary school in Washington, D.C., where parents, teachers, and community leaders are calling for the building to be closed through the summer because of an ongoing raccoon infestation. Families say the problem has gone on for weeks and has raised questions about student and staff safety. Teachers report multiple raccoon sightings inside the school, including animals falling through a ceiling and appearing inside classrooms. They are also calling for deep cleaning and additional testing, citing concerns about possible health risks linked to raccoon waste.
Demonstrators say there's been weeks of escalating concerns. They are now urging DCPS and the Department of General Services to fully close this building all summer long to do proper cleaning as well as sanitizing before the next school year. The Washington Teachers Union is holding this rally with families and teachers to bring more awareness. There have been multiple sightings, including 2 raccoons that fell through a hallway ceiling and another one that popped up from a bookcase. While the raccoons have been captured, educators report that DGS has still not responded with the urgency required to protect students and staff. To them, that includes air quality testing as well as deep cleaning. They are worried about exposure to raccoon feces, urine, and parasites that could affect their health.
Actually, our classroom was one of the classrooms that was destroyed by raccoons. We came in on a Monday morning and everything was knocked over. There were paw prints on our papers, there were paw prints on beanbag chairs, there were paw prints on stuffed animals, and we had to leave our room and it was not clean for almost 2 weeks.
Ward 5 Councilman Zachary Parker was also here today to stand in solidarity and to make sure that the school is mitigating concerns this week. He says he wants to do a walkthrough of this school.
It is an unfortunate distraction that we have raccoons in a school building, but I think what we can control is ensuring that it's safe for all young people. What we would hate to have happen is that a young person is bitten or there's some type of dramatic incident that could have been prevented.
Meantime, we have reached out to DCPS and DGS for comment, but we have not heard back. In Northeast tonight, Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.
School officials say efforts have been made to address the problem, but many parents and educators argue more needs to be done before students return for the next school year. CBS Mornings anchor Harley Vion joins us in the studio with more on concerns and what's being done to address them. Harley?
Thank you, Abby. Teachers and parents say this goes far beyond simply spotting a raccoon. They describe finding paw prints on classroom materials, furniture, and children's belongings, while some classrooms were left unusable for days after the animals got inside. The biggest concern now is health and safety. Educators are calling for a full deep cleaning of the building and additional testing before students return in the fall. They say raccoon droppings and urine can pose health risks, and they want reassurance that classrooms are safe. School officials say raccoons have been removed from the building, but many families remain skeptical. They are urging district leaders to use the summer break to thoroughly inspect, clean, and repair the school before the next academic school year begins. Abby?
Thank you, Harley. Moving now to NASA, a new chapter in America's return to space. Today, NASA will introduce the 4 astronauts who will make up the Artemis 3 crew, the team that will begin training for a mission expected to launch in 2027. The astronauts will spend the next 2 years training for their flight. The mission will also test key technologies from SpaceX and Blue Origin as NASA works toward putting astronauts back on the lunar surface this decade.
You got the controls.
The next leg of NASA's space race has officially begun, with the crew of Artemis 2 passing the baton to the next team of explorers.
While this may look like just a baton, right now it's in my hand, it feels like this big flaming, Olympic torch.
Veteran NASA astronaut Randy Bresnik has been tapped to lead Artemis 3, flying alongside mission specialists Frank Rubio and Andre Douglas.
My brain, it is going a mile a minute right now, but my heart, it is so warm.
An Italian astronaut and pilot, Luca Parmitano, of the European Space Agency.
We wouldn't be going anywhere without fuel, and the fuel that lets everything move is right here.
Unlike NASA's recent historic lunar flyby, Artemis 3 will stay closer to home, orbiting Earth inside the Orion spacecraft about 300 miles up. Their main objective: practice meeting up and docking with Blue Origin and SpaceX lunar landers, a precursor to a 2028 moon landing mission.
This seems like the beginning of the future that we imagined as children. This seems like the very beginning of Earth's first Starfleet to me.
Just 10 days ago, the launch pad Blue Origin needed to launch its moon lander was damaged in a spectacular explosion.
We're making excellent progress on the investigation and pad cleanup. We'll begin rebuilding once cleanup is complete.
NASA says SpaceX's lander is also behind schedule, but the agency hopes to launch Artemis 3 in mid-2027.
We, the Artemis 3 crew, are honored to be able to carry this torch forward.
The crew is expected to remain in space for about 2 weeks. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
Good things get better. Whoa, you know where I wanna go. Dancing in the afterglow. Sunset putting on a show. Oh, whoa.
Wellness perfectly picked for you. Now at Target.
In Michigan, one teenager is taking an unusual path after high school. While many graduates are prepping for college this fall, 18-year-old Keegan Sobolo is putting those plans on hold to focus on a different goal: becoming a NASCAR driver. On tonight's Evening Inside, we meet the young driver chasing his biggest opportunity yet, and the family standing behind him in every step of the way.
Most 18-year-olds are worried about prom, but Keegan Sobolo is chasing his NASCAR dreams as his team assembles his latest car.
It's a brand new chassis with basically a whole new body.
In his new Baltimore garage, the two-time national champion has dominated tracks across the Midwest for a decade, a story I brought to you 2 years ago.
When we first talked, we were starting out in the CRA Pro Series, and now we're heading into our third season and continue to build on our legacy at the short track grassroots racing level.
But remember this burning question from 2024? After doing school runs for 10 years, Grandma Teresa says she's ready to hang up the fiddle.
I tell him this year, I said, oh, I'm so glad this is going to be the last year I'm driving you. He did not like that because he sits like a VIP in the back.
Has that changed? We took care of that issue last year. How do we know you have your driver's license this time around? Well, here's the piece of gold here. At least that's what my grandmother would call it.
Oh, I'm excited for him that he finally got his driver's license, and I don't have to drive him every morning. I'm retired. I'm not supposed to be getting up anymore that early.
Jokes aside, Keegan's dreams carry harsh financial reality.
Both parents are. They're exhausting their incomes, and it's getting very, very hard.
Keegan's NASCAR pursuit is already 6 figures deep. But parents Hillary and Roman aren't giving up.
I want him to make it to NASCAR if that's what's going to make him happy.
Roman has been leaning on his classic car restoration business for additional funds.
Which is ironic, as my passion is what pays so he could pursue his passion. It almost seems like it's God's will.
Currently, I have the approval for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
But racing also means giving back. Keegan still continues to support Team Need You, a nonprofit for kids battling cancer.
It's a very important thing to me because I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do. So I want to try and support those in tough times to encourage them that they can still achieve their dreams, right? No matter what you're going through.
With high school graduation this month, Keegan is taking a gap year to chase NASCAR full-time and also expand the team.
Our race team, Keegan Sobolo Racing, is currently seeking funded drivers for the 2026 season.
But you're not only looking for an additional driver, you're also looking for team members as well.
For sure, yeah. At the racetrack, it's very busy, it's very hectic, so we're always looking for more track crew help members.
We will be right back.
Okay, I will be there for sure. Oh.
Lucas, the perfect burger for you. Enjoy.
Finally, tonight, a simple act of kindness is making a big difference during Pride Month. At one celebration in Washington state, volunteers spent the day offering free hugs to anyone who wanted one, creating moments of comfort, support, and connection.
A hug.
I'm giving free mom hugs, yes!
Simple.
Oh, thank you for coming. Yeah. So good to see you.
But at Franklin Pride, it's something many people came looking for.
Happy Pride.
All day long, volunteers wrapped strangers in their arms, offering something they say everyone deserves.
Sharing love, sharing joy, especially when, we all need our moms. So we try and stand in place for those moms that can't or won't or maybe are gone now, because everybody needs those hugs.
That's why Mary Walton volunteers with Free Mom Hugs.
Oh, so glad you're here.
Around her, hugs came one after another. Some quick, some emotional.
I think we're all living in a place where our guard is up and we're so hesitant to be open and vulnerable with each other.
For many here, that sense of connection is exactly why they keep coming back.
The point of coming out is supporting our community and keep fighting for gay and lesbian and everybody rights to keep improving.
And on a day filled with music, rainbow wings, and expression, the message was best delivered without words at all.
Happy Pride!
Just a hug.
Thanks for coming!
What an important reminder that sometimes the simplest gestures can mean the most. That's the CBS Evening News. I'm Abby Jones. Have a good night.